No one wants to be angry all the time or afraid all the time. So how can you manage these emotions when they come? Hello lovelies, and I call you lovely because no matter who you are, no matter where you're from, you are still lovely. Welcome back to my channel, which is all about mental health awareness and wellness. Thank you so much for joining me once again, and please remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't, so that it can go a long way in supporting me. And also, if you get to the end of this video and you like it, please don't forget to share. So, the goal of this video is to tell you that you are not supposed to react to your emotions. You are instead supposed to respond. Whenever you talk about reacting, you are actually meaning whatever you get, you give. So, garbage in, garbage out. You will find that most of the time whenever you react to something, then you actually end up regretting it. So what can you do instead? And you can actually apply the coping skills that I did a while back, which I will link for you to be able to go through them if you haven't. But today we are focusing specifically on the emotions. We have so many triggers, so many things that can make us emotional. When this happens, there are things that you're supposed to do. The first thing is to allow your emotion. You need to understand that there are different physical or physiological reactions that happen in our body whenever we are emotional. So let's say you are afraid, then you find that your heart is really beating. If you're happy, you feel so warm inside. If you are angry, you may feel sweaty, you may start shaking, your voice may start shaking. So you need to be aware of these things whenever they're happening, because the physiological reaction comes before the emotion. You have to allow that reaction to come. Allow yourself to feel that, to feel your body changing. The other thing is to now accept your emotion. You need to accept it. Don't run away from it. Don't judge it. Don't repress it or suppress it and act like everything is okay. You have to accept it. The other thing is to label your emotion. What are you really feeling? Are you feeling sad and you're expressing it as anger? Are you feeling shameful? Are you feeling remorseful? You have to understand the specific emotion that you're feeling. You can even maybe close your eyes and try to imagine the shape. Give it a shape. You can give anger, let's say, a square shape. You can give it a color. I see mine as a red color, so that you can actually separate yourself from that feeling, because the feeling is not you. You're just having that feeling and it does not define you. The next thing is to now accept that emotion. Okay, anger, you have come. Welcome. This might sound crazy, but you have to accept the feeling, because like we said, they communicate what is going on. If you do not accept it, then you will not realize what is happening. The other step is to look at what are the thoughts that you're having. What is your perception about what has happened? Of course, the emotions have to come from a certain trigger. It was Couples Day, so let's say your spouse did not post you on social media. So you may feel sad or disappointed. So you have to accept that disappointment, and then you have to ask the disappointment, okay, disappointment, what are you trying to tell me? Are you trying to tell me that I actually value being posted or paraded to people? you have to befriend this emotion, you have to accept it, welcome it, so that it can actually tell you what is happening, so that you can get the message from it. The next thing is to be confident that you can actually handle this emotion. Do not panic, like, oh my god, what am I going to do? Or I don't know if you've ever been in a situation whereby you get angry and it looks like it's not an acceptable feeling, and you panic, you're like, oh my god, what can I do? Or how are people going to view me? Be confident that you're going to handle this emotion. You have to remind yourself, if you cannot be able to do this, actually think about a certain time that you have handled your emotions well and how well it went, and it will give you this confidence that everything is going to be okay. The last step is to take the right action. And this is why we are saying we respond. You do what is right. You do not rush to act on your emotions and then regret them later. Remember, you have taken your time and now you have come up with the right action. You have weighed the costs and the benefit. You have weighed it and you have seen that, and yeah, this is the right thing to do. Then go ahead and do it. So the last tip that I want to give you are what I call the 3 R's. What are you supposed to do when you're emotional? So most of the time what we do is we react and then we retreat and rethink. So what I'm talking about is reacting. You act back immediately without any thought. Retreating is whereby you now pull away. Let's say you walk away or you keep quiet and then you think about it, rethinking. You're like, oh my god, why did I react that way? Or why did I say what I said? And this is actually the wrong way of handling your emotions. But on the other hand, you may retreat, rethink, and then respond. So what you need to do is, whenever you're emotional, please retreat fast. And that is how you can apply the coping skills that I had mentioned, such as breathing in and out, counting from 10 to 1, taking a walk, whatever you need to do, so that you may get time off instead of blowing up your steam. The next thing is to now rethink. Think about the right action. Think about how you're going to manage that thing, that conflict, whatever has triggered that emotion. And then now you can respond. So you may go and approach that someone. You may go and find other ways to let go of the emotion. So those are the tips on how to manage or control your emotions. You can keep practicing them and then they will become automatic. So I hope you're going to practice this. Please let me know what will work for you. And thank you so much for watching this. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't. Once again, I will remind you. So remember that this is not a therapy session. If you find that these tips are not helpful, know it's time to seek therapy. Remember that mental health is for everyone, and until next time, bye bye guys.